Hey guys, me and team here, and this is a 2-on-2, getting up there in the Platinum League, despite really just using it as a warm-up rather than actual series play. It'll be Blue Zerg, Ravage will be my Protoss teammate in the red, opposition, purple, Protoss, and of course, Terran. You don't even get a color turban, or Nurbin, or whatever, because you play Terran and that angers me. So my ally asks me what I'm going, and in twos, it really depends. And I say that. I like mutas better, but if they rush you with zealots or other early pressure like that, you really don't live to muta if they target the Zerg. And rushes almost always target the Zerg, at least in my experience. And that's good play on the allies' part, or on the enemy's part. So, if I see 2-gate, or if I see lots of Marines coming out or something like that, or even Reapers in this case, I'm going to want roaches. Because it's just going to be nonsense dealing with Zealots plus anything from the Terran without roaches. My teammate missed what races they are, but I did not. I was actually fearing the proxy when that guy didn't get his barracks down in time. And my teammates got it, so I didn't. Man, this is convoluted. And use the Rockin' Rhombus or something. Oh, whatever. We see the important thing, and that's the second gateway. And I'm actually watching as my ally scouts, and you always should, because if they're getting the information, you should use it also. And as soon as I saw that, I pretty much opted to get a roach warren and told my teammate, yeah, I'm going roaches because I don't want to die. So, there you go. Speed this up a little bit more. Early 2-gate almost always means zealot pressure. I've not really seen Protoss go early 2-gate and then not zealot press. I think it's just too big of an investment for them to try and fake it or something. So I get 3 guys on gas, and I went standard like 14 pull, 14 pull, 14 gas on this. So up comes the Roach Warren, and sure enough, what's this guy doing? Well, he's getting zealots. Terran doesn't have any military yet, because that's typical Terran play. Why would you need to build any tier 1 military? You don't, because you can wall off. There's nothing either of us can do about this. Look, we're almost at the 5-minute mark, and we don't have anything that could, in the first 5 minutes, threaten the Terran base. They are the only ones who can do that. Protoss, to a lesser extent, can do that. Anyway, I got my Zerglings roasted here. And in come, I guess, 8 Zealots and a couple Matchbox cars trying to fry me. So we'll see how that goes. At least I saw them coming. As soon as I saw them coming, yeah. I'm not going to try to block the ramp against that because it's a wide ramp, and apparently I noobed out a roach here, and I'm going to lose it. But anyway, Zerg can't really block ramps that wide this early, not even with the units. So here I'm going to get roasty toasty. Gotta love the Hellion harass. A couple of the Zealots are distracted by the spine crawlers. Very nice. A little bit of help from my teammate. That's always a plus. The spine's finishing, and plus the roaches was enough to hold them off, but not unscathed. This looks really bad now. So, yeah, I took the worst hit on the units lost. Technically speaking, their team took more damage than ours, but unfortunately, a lot of my units that I lost were workers, so now I'm down fairly big time, and that sucks. So they actually did significant economic damage to us, and will pull away unless we counterattack, and that's what I tell my teammate. Now, Ravage here, he decides to listen to me, and he's gone Stalkers, which also, similar to roaches, maybe even more so than roaches, own Zealots with kiting. In fact, without roach speed, roaches are kind of bad against Zealots off the creep, or at least they don't hard counter them. But on the creep they hard counter them, and for speed they counter them. But Stalkers counter them no matter what, so these are really going to help my cause. The other guy is still rocking with the Zealots. And again, Nublet Terran hiding behind his wall, absolutely. It's really going to help his teammate if we attack. But it also makes it really hard to attack the Terran, because just one tank, and we would be so screwed. Anyway, they have that. I let him lead with the Stalkers, because Stalkers have the range to attack the pylons without really taking much in the way of fire. And, yeah, they'll shoot down the wall. So finally I can move in, and Protoss doesn't have much, so his buddy's got to come help him Nurbin, the colorless Terran. No more Matchbox cars. Now he's got, like, Call of Duty type stuff going on. And I decided to kite into the probe line, attack, stop, and move, stop to get an attack off, and take away some probes. Now look who's behind in workers. Ha, suck that. These tanks with their god damage, really wrecking on the roaches, but they can't protect the Nexus in time. And I really like that my teammate is coordinating with me without words, which buildings to strike. It's kind of cool because he's a random like I am. So this attack went really well. It really hosed them badly. Now we're all ahead in worker count. For some reason the Terran dropped off in workers. I guess because this is not Diamond and they do stupid things like that. So there you go. Or maybe he's just not on 2 gas. No, he's on 2 gas, so he's a little undersaturated on the minerals, I believe. Weird. Well, nah, it's alright. It's not great. He should probably like 2 more. No big deal there. Now, this I found interesting. I didn't see this while I was playing. And so I thought we were still, the game was still in doubt. And so I went for that. And oh, that's beautiful. I did not see him do this at all. That's really cool. I'll have to keep in mind that kind of stuff can actually happen in the future. And they're just one-shotting the SCVs. It's so devastating. And you really need like missile turrets for that, or at least to scout the proxy. I hear people say Dark Templar aren't that great. Well, it just depends on scouting and whether you get an opportunity for it. And really, if you don't see them coming in like that, even if you're awesome, you're going to lose some workers and a lot of mining time and probably a couple buildings before you get your forces back. And that's just, 3 Dark Templar. Yeah, they're a little expensive, but in this case the price was right in terms of the damage done. And he even snuck up there. So while I'm getting Mutalisks, my teammate ends the game for me. So minimal contribution from me, but I helped. I survived the rush and helped them counterattack. So that's always a plus. And that will be a good game.